meeting. My name is Kathy Perez. Thank you, Madam Mayor, Manager, Assembly members. I am here to present some fun. Suggested hand counting procedures. Again, over 130 precincts in Alaska currently hand count. First, we have additional transparency, verbal counts. Then we have in-person confirmation, candidate representatives at the table. Giant post-it pads displayed for all to see. Video camera recording for verification and nuisance identification. Number 2, ballot box replaces the voting machine. Poll worker chairman needs to be present throughout the entire process. All voting procedures prior to election remain the same, like the setup of the voter booths. C, questions, spoiled, special needs ballots are handled the same as before, taken to the borough clerk. D, a lockable ballot box replaces the voting machine. The poll chairman and the borough clerk have the ballot box keys. Any opening, shutting of the ballot box to be observed at all times by the poll chairman and another election worker. Secure the box with a lock and key. F, any time the ballot box is opened, a log is appended, signed by 2 people at the same place in the camera view. Number 3, election day hand count process. A, election day start, maybe 6 a.m. Poll workers sign a document confirming that the ballot box is completely empty. A representative from each campaign may observe the confirmation of such. B, ballot box is locked and sealed by the poll chairman. C, people fill out their ballots, yay, and ballots are placed in the locked ballot box. D, a second shift of poll workers replace the first set at 2 p.m. or at the close of the election, 8 p.m. E, election closes, procedures remain the same. Doors are locked, verification of the total number of ballots available versus the ballots actually used. F, ballot box is open and placed on the table in front of the vote counters and in view of the camera. 4, vote hand counting setup. A, video observation, camera position for full view of the table, the ballots, the ballot box, and the tally on the giant post-it pad. B, counting table. Poll workers 1 and 2 and an optional representative from each campaign can be present at the counting table. If there's too many campaign reps, straws are drawn for who sits at the table and who views on a nearby TV. C, ballot box table. Poll worker number 3 collects the counted ballots in stacks of 10s or 20s or 25s and returns the counted ballots back to the ballot box. And finally, D, overall tally viewable by all and recorded on the giant post-it pad by the poll chairman. Thank you.
My name is Palin, and I'm going to continue with this procedure, which we're presenting. The vote counting procedure. The ballot box is opened. A log is updated and the ballots are placed on a separate table. The poll worker chair brings 10 or a predetermined number to poll worker number 1. Poll worker number 1 reads the ballot serial number out loud, along with votes for each candidate and votes for each question on the ballot. Everyone at the table and on camera, including the candidates' representatives, can see and hear what was on the ballot. Poll worker number 2 follows the same procedure as poll worker number 1 and confirms the count. The ballot can also be seen by the candidates' representatives who sits nearby at the table. Once the tally is confirmed for the group of ballots, they are given to poll worker number 3 and placed back in the ballot box. The chair election worker listens to the tally of the confirmation of poll worker number 1 and number 2 and writes that tally on the giant post-it pad. And then for the final tally, of votes is compared against the count of the signatures on the register that every voter signed. The final vote tally sheet is filled out. The chair takes a picture of the final tally sheet and sends it electronically to the borough clerk and calls the clerk to confirm its receipt. The borough clerk confirms with the poll worker chair that the electronic message of the tally sheet has been received. The ballots are locked in the lock box with the tally sheet and key, and then a seal with all poll workers' signatures on it is placed over the ballot slot. The box is then driven to the Master Borough building by the poll worker chair and one other poll worker. The clerk or borough representative signs off on receiving the ballot box and confirms that all items are accounted for by opening the box and logging the action in front of the chair who delivered the box. Okay, regarding absentee, question, early voting, challenged, and special needs ballots. The voting machine has been replaced with a lockable ballot box. Canvassing takes place as before. Vote counting is done by hand in the same manner as vote counting procedure above. An exception could be a separate room made available with a TV and a live camera feed for candidate representatives.
Conservative candidate from Borough Assembly District 1. Thank you for hearing me. I want to go over this solution that we have for hand counting one more time and point out a couple things here. So, first of all, the additional items of transparency. One, we've got a camera there that can see and hear everything. Two, we've got candidate representatives that can actually see stuff. Now, they can see the ballot. Now, in the absentee counting process that we have right now, they cannot see what's on the ballot. I've been there twice. I know this. So we also have